So this is a cigar from ENKI Cigars, ENKI Cigars, and this is their Habano. Not too many cigars do you see with this beautiful, you could tell it's wrapped very nice. Like you look at this part right here and you can see the actual wrapping of it. It's done very well. The rest of the wrapper is awesome. You can tell they use a good leaf. There's not a lot of stem in it. When you look at it, it's very smooth. They put a foot, is what this is called, a foot wrapper. Not too many cigars do what's called a foot wrapper. And this one is a Habano. So this is ENKI Cigars Habano. We're gonna do a review on this absolutely beautiful cigar. And it smells fantastic as well. So for this cigar, I think what we're gonna do, because I believe it's gonna have a nice beautiful flavor, and I know that it's wrapped well, right? You can see here the structure of it. So I know that it's wrapped well. It's not too tight and it's not too loose. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna do a punch. You can do a punch on a cigar that's done properly. If you do a punch on a cigar that's not done properly, you're not gonna get a lot of smoke out of. You'd have to cut the whole thing off of. But I know that this one's gonna smoke properly with a punch. I really like this cigar. I really like this cigar. I haven't even taken a sip of water or beer. I never ever drink cigars without drinking water, beer, Gatorade, alcohol, wine, you name it. This one doesn't try it out. Very, very, very nice cigar. I'm not sure where they're made. You can contact ENKI Cigars and see where they're made. I believe it's Cuban seed, probably made somewhere in South or Central America, maybe here in South Florida. I'm not sure. I didn't do a lot of research. I didn't want to do a lot of research on purpose because I wanted this to be a absolute fair review. I don't know ENKI Cigars. Don't know the dude. I know Jermaine, one of my best friends from when I was younger, but I'm not gonna lie for him. Is what it is. He asked me to do a review. I told him I'd do a review. This cigar is very, very good. Very good. And see, so here we are a little bit further, and one of the things I wanted to point out is this cigar really lasts. Like this is a long, it's way longer lasting than I thought it would be. To be fair, I thought it was going to be a 30-minute cigar. I really did. And it's turning out to be easily, and I'm puffing the shit out of it. So this is easily a 1-hour cigar all day long, which I'm not surprised by now, but I was surprised by when put it this way, I wouldn't have thought it would have been a 1-hour cigar when I first opened it and saw it. But that just makes the value even higher, because if you smoke something and only you get a half an hour out of it, you get a half an hour out of it. It is what it is. But if you smoke something and you get 1 hour out of it, then that's immediately 100% more value than you thought that you were gonna get. So I am once again impressed by how long it's actually lasting. And once again, you see what I'm doing. I'm walking through the woods. I do man stuff. I don't sit there and just smoke a cigar. I do stuff while I smoke my cigars, and this ash is hanging on while I'm doing that. So that should tell you the composition of this cigar. So here we are with the cigar, and I kind of just want to show you guys how I do my cigars when I do my reviews. I'm not just sitting there. I'm walking around because I'm a man, and that's what men do. And here I am in the midst of my absolute beautiful Serranoa Repens, aka saw palmetto forest. So this is where we're at. Still smoking beautiful. Still smoking beautiful. So I want to show you guys the draw on this cigar. So you can see right there, you can see the smoke coming out of it. I want you to watch the pull, and I want you to watch the puff, because it's very good. Fantastic. Like, you don't get much better than that. It's not too much, right? If it's too much, then it means that the cigar is rolled too thinly. If it's not enough, then it means that the cigar is rolled too thick and you can't pull it at all. So there's a perfect mixture between too much and too little, and this cigar, I would say, is right in the middle. If I pull a cigar and you see a huge plume of smoke, that means that there's too much air coming through, because the cigar is not packed tightly enough, which means they're going cheap on the actual product. If I can't pull enough, it means it's pulled too tight, or it's kept at the wrong humidity level. I kept this cigar at 68 for 1 month when I got it, before I did the review. So I made sure that I wanted to review it properly, because I knew that I had it kept properly. Look at that right there. That is beautiful. ENKI Cigars, Miami, Florida. Miami, Florida. ENKI Cigars. But either way, cigar holding on tight. Real good. Flavor's still strong. Not too... a lot of times when cigars get to the end, they compound all the flavors and it'll get too much, because as you pull through, it pulls all the oils towards the back. And then when you do a punch, it concentrates them even more right there. But this one, I'm starting to get a little cigar buzz, which I'm actually happy about, because if I don't get a cigar buzz from a cigar, then it's probably not a good cigar. But I'm starting to get a little cigar buzz off of this one, which makes it, once again, makes me even happier. So as you see, the whole part of it, it's burning properly. It's not too much. There's no runs, in other words. It'll do a little bit here or a little bit there, but then it always catches up, which tells me that it's wrapped properly. So that tells me that the process of them putting this cigar together, they use a good wrapper, and then they use good interior parts, and it's done properly by someone who knows what they're doing. And a lot of times they'll fall apart right here. And this one has not. And as again, I've been beating the shit out of it, walking through the jungle is what you want to call it, for all intents and purposes. Again, 9.75 for American cigars. Beautiful cigar. At the end of the cigar, this is the Habano by ENKI, E-N-K-I, out of Miami. And I have to tell you, very happy with this cigar. I'm going to finish this rating with a 9.75.